All right, we're starting, we're on the Glacier Point Road. We're taking the hike to Sentinel Dome and Taft Point. Okay, we're here at the trailhead, Taft Point to our left, 1.1 miles, and Sentinel Dome, 1.1 miles. Like this dome, like this trail starts midpoint. So Paul and I are here, scoping this out for a family trip, as well as to see if it'd be good for a field trip. So let's go. And with Richard behind the camera, we're on our way. March on.
No interest in doing that. I'd rather drive a nail through my palm.
Half Dome is lost in those trees. As I pan this way, there's Yosemite Valley below us. Directly across now, where I'm zooming in, Yosemite Falls. There's not a lot of water there now, so it's barely falling, but it is falling. As I pan to the left, a view I've never seen of El Capitan. That's just great. And then, kind of right next to that tree, you see a little light spot about here. That's tunnel view, where you come out of the Pomona Tunnel. But oh, that's cool. Look at that rock right over there. That is so neat. Okay, getting off track. Okay, you guys got to get off your computer and get up here. This is an easy hike. Okay, we're looking easterly right now. Atop of Sentinel Dome. There is Half Dome in front of us. I'm going to pan now to the right. Duh, I guess you can tell that. But heading towards the south now. And we're starting to look towards where the Sierra are. Now heading, the valley is off over there. That would be the Great Valley, Central Valley. Now coming to the right here, now we're looking southerly, southwesterly. Too bad we can really see a layer of, I think, probably smoke from the fires. And then coming around over here. Okay, so now we're looking, I don't know, westerly, west, northwest. Bridal Veil Fall is right behind the middle there. Tunnel view exits right in the middle of my view. Coming to the right now, we've got El Capitan. You need to come here. This is an easy hike, and it is incredibly beautiful. As a teacher, I used to use a phrase for an activity with my students, you know, how much bang for the buck? If you spend $1 on it, how much you get out of it? This thing here, this is a $50 return on your buck. And I think I may be understating it. You need to get up here. Now, I believe this is a former lodgepole pine that was made very famous from an Ansel Adams photo. I think he took it in '46. It died in 1976-77 drought, but this was a famous photo that Ansel Adams did. I'm going to look that up, and I'll put the link for that photo so you can kind of... Here's the other side of the lodgepole. But anyway, get up here, top of this dome. Incredible and easy to get to, and safe. It's not steep. At no time, you know, if you're worried about heights, were we in any worry of heights? Oh dear. Okay, we're at the base of Sentinel Falls, and Sentinel Dome, and we're gonna take the trail to the left to Taft Point. Ooh. Hello.
You must get up.
Glad I got to shoot this deer with my camera. And so now, here's Paul and I. Hello. But you probably can't make it out, but right in between there is, which falls was it? Did we say that was? We thought that was, yeah, we'll just follow this deer down the trail. I can put the camera away so I don't fall and lose my teeth. Well, we're at the little trailhead juncture. We're underneath what I'm thinking is a ponderosa pine, yellow pine. But there's Half Dome. There's where the glaciers came right through there from Tuolumne Meadows, which is way up there. But anyway, I will shut up now and we will continue our hike. Okay, we're here in Yosemite, and obviously they've hidden away some type of clandestine military operation here. I don't know who's in charge of this, but I wonder if they're monitoring our cell numbers. Anyway, I was incorrect. Looks like the pines, a lot of the pines here are Jeffrey pine, not ponderosa pine. But anyway, this is kind of cool. Some type of monitoring station with a beautiful view.
But anyway, the county passed the law that...
All right, we're going to check out the fissures, Taft Point. Hopefully, that should be a sweet climb. It'd be real taffy. Oh, okay, and then Inspiration Point, we won't be there.
Did we go on that pool on one of our road trips, or was that with Kid.
We did not go to any swimming pools on our road trips. I could take a liking to that greenish stuff on that tree. But oh, look at a little mini. Oh, it comes out in the photo right there. A little, not a dome, but a little spire. And boy, this place is inspiring. And so anyway, on the road, more political talk. Oh, and over there you can make out the zigzag trail that takes you up to the upper Yosemite. Okay, now that I've moved over, so the tree's out of the way again, Yosemite Falls. Oops, sorry, too close to the right side of the photo. Now it's in center view, still in shadow, but wow. Yeah, that was kind of interesting white. What is it? Fungus or something on that tree up there.
There was a fungus among these.
Oh man, Yosemite Falls looks great. Well, about halfway, I guess about halfway down the trail. We're just getting a little bit of a light on the Yosemite Falls there, kind of the lower Yosemite Falls. But, oh, hey, if I walk forward, you can look down into the valley and see, you can see the bright blue of that swimming pool down there. I think that's from the Yosemite Lodge. But anyway, very nice. Very definitely see the zigzag trail. Big, beautiful ponderosa pine, excuse me, Jeffrey pine. And looking at our friend El Capitan. This big white fir, you know, it fell down fairly recently because take a look at this. It's still got green leaves on it. So I don't know if this was a summer snowfall or if this thing just fell recently. Very, very interesting. Okay, so the view is pretty okay here. A lot of trees, but then take a look at the view up, just as we're walking. It's pretty neat. And you're almost so focused on the trail, like I'm trying to do here. You just kind of don't notice, hey, there's treetops up there. This is nice. All right, now on our whole trail, we've probably been hiking now for close to 3 miles on this. By the way, here's a really nice view of the valley down there. This is the first time we've experienced any, blankety blank blank, for heights, because there's a creek here. We're going to check and see which creek that is. I should have done that. It's kind of cool. You can kind of see where this little rift is. But now over here, and I'm now on my hands and knees here. Oh, because I'm a chicken. Check that out. Woo-hoo! Okay. It's not so bad, Paul, when you're sitting down, but it's still bad enough. I think Bridal Veil Falls is just on the other side of that peak. So anyway, pretty beautiful. Well, we're coming down from that peak up there. I don't know, maybe that's the old Inspiration Point. This is Sentinel Creek, and Sentinel Falls is below us. And we're on our trailhead heading to Taft Point. Well, we were just over there. Now we've walked a little bit around the corner. This is Sentinel Creek. Oh, I already said that, so near Sentinel Dome. I'm not sure where the dome is, but this is awfully pretty. We had a philosopher with us, Paul Lake. It said if we tracked a molecule of water in that stream we just passed, how long until we'd see it down there? And
That's his philosophy.
And the answer really is, and I know the answer. I didn't want to, but it depends. Hey, this is pretty cool. We're just a big chunk of rock here. But what I like about it is you can see this, they call these an inclusion. This is a big inclusion. A lot of inclusions are kind of little small dark spots. But this one's breaking out and eroding out. And you can see some lichens on there. What gives the granite this dark appearance is the all these lichens, a mixture of an algae living with a fungus. So anyway, let me get a bottom view. Everything looks different when you put the camera facing up in there. Okay. On the trail with Paul. Say cut, Paul. All right, well, there's Sentinel Dome.
Okay.
And so coming around over here, we're kind of in a little syncline here, but probably halfway between the way to. Well,
I think what I need to do.
Half a mile from the fissures, 0.6 miles from the point. Hey, take a look at this lichen up here on this tree. It is so neat. A lot of people mistake this lichen for moss. Moss is going to be found on very cool areas, very, very, very near. Here was a close-up on Paul's hand.
I'm liking this.
And that's a fruticose lichen. To me, it always kind of looked like a fruit tree when the leaves were gone. That's how I remember that type. And but the mosses are going to be very close to moist areas, very low on the ground. And then it's like we're in Elfinville. Look at all the ferns.
Yeah.
I expect to see fairies and unicorns pop out of here. Oh, and then there's some pretty yellow flowers up here. Hey, if you're watching this, you and your significant other need to get up here. This is easy and beautiful. We're being quiet. We're not sure why. Oh, okay, it's deer. So there's a buck, and we gotta be real quiet. There's 2 of them.
2 bucks? Oh.
So anyway, that's neat. But we just want to keep walking. But everybody else wants to look at the buck. I said buck.
Jeez. That's 2 bucks right there.
Well, almost to Taft Point. I think we're about to the fissures, and I'm thinking that the point's probably going to be straight ahead of us. So, on the road with Richard and Paul. With Richard behind the camera. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, yeah, again, there's 2 bucks walking right at us. And anytime you're with Paul Lake, you're going to see 2 bucks, whether they walk past you.
Here's 2 bucks.
Here's 2 bucks pulled out of there.
In Yosemite.
In Yosemite. Wait. Hold it up right here. All right. Now look what we got. We got 4 bucks. That's so stupid. Okay, we're approaching, I guess we're basically at Taft Point. A lot of these overhangs. I think there's going to be a spot where we can stand by the edge and there's handrails, but most of it's just open like this.
Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that.
Well, this is a place you feel your life on the balance.
It's very rare to see one of these in the wild.
I lean this way.
It's a North American booger-eating moron. If we're patient, it might actually pick and fling. Let's see what it does. It's on the move.
Hey, I think it'll work. Okay. Yeah.
Insanity.
Don't do this unless you feel comfortable with if you fall off that you've left a good life behind you. You, sir, are smarter than me. Okay. So actually, I'm in a spot. My center of gravity is well behind the edge here. But, hello fingers. See the fingers there? So here's this. I'll lean my hand out. Oh, let me get a little bit better here. There we go. Oh, that was great. The Prius keys were just hanging over a moment ago. So this is the view down from one of the fissures side of this place, of this place, of Taft Point. And we're going to actually head now over there to the point where it'll be much safer. All right, Paul's over there by one of the fissures here. And look at that overhang. There's the valley down there, El Capitan to our right now. And then up there at the actual town. What?
Oh my God. This place is scary.
Oh wow, I've seen this in photos. There's the famous 2 rocks down there for the rock climbers. And then down there, can't remember the name for this, but I read about it in my geology book, Geology Underfoot. Wow, yeah. So this side is in the process of slowly falling into the valley. Oh, good, let's go stand on the top. Almost to the top. It's like, okay, we're recording. Yeah, hey, this is a great view. I'm going to get actually on the safe side of this thing.
Thank you.
And, oh wow. cool.
If you're going to kill yourself, can I have the key fob?
Holy cow. All right, here's a U.S. Geological Survey benchmark. We are at 7,503 feet above sea level, and take a look at this. Wow. Whoa. Okay. Something that really strikes me about being here is you very rarely get to see the mountains and the terrain from the top. And this is really cool. I can totally see now, besides, for hang gliders and paragliders and parachutists, I mean, just doing that thing all itself is just going to be fun. But you get some incredible views. So I think maybe I better learn to hang glide. And looking down, Yosemite. So anyway, I think with that, we have met our objectives today. We've hiked Sentinel Dome. We can't quite see Sentinel Dome. It's going to be just over there. And wow, beautiful. And I do like the handrails. That was a good idea. All right, so I'm walking away, and I think on to a really good Mexican restaurant for lunch in Oakhurst. All right, we're done with our hike, and I think final word here from the hikers was it was a really good hike. I'd recommend go in the morning, early in the morning, because we started our hike, I'm going to guesstimate at 7:30. We saw really just one other car there, and by the time we got back at noon, there were people and cars everywhere. But an incredibly beautiful hike, very pretty, great sights, and easy to walk, if that's important for you. So, short of just gotten off knee surgery, you could do this hike. Paul, your thoughts?
It's fun. Let's do it again.
All right, and with that, turning around, exiting on the Glacier Point Road, leaving Yosemite. Bye.